Hey guys, my name is Jordan. Welcome to the channel where my goal is to help you find the right guitar for the music you write. With that in mind, I've got a cool guitar for you guys today, and I honestly don't know 100% what kind of songwriter or musician would actually want this guitar. And the guitar in question is the Martin GPCE Inception. And if you're a Martin fan like me, you probably already know about this guitar and know a little bit about it. So we're going to jump into some of the specs. We're going to jump into what I think about this guitar and what other people have said about this guitar. And then I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. Now, if you're new to the channel and this is the kind of content that you enjoy, please hit the subscribe button down there. And please give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. I like to do guitar commentary because I can't afford to buy all these guitars, but I do want to share them with you. And I want this to be a place where you can kind of keep an ear and an eye on what is coming out and what is new. If you're looking for a new guitar, I just want this to be I want my channel to be a resource for you to find what you're looking for. So with that in mind, let's get back to the guitar. Now, for those of you that don't know anything about the GP, the Grand Performance body style, it has the lower bout of a dreadnought, the upper bout of a triple O. It has a cutaway on it, and then it has a 25.5-inch scale length. This one in particular is made with spruce, walnut, and maple, which are not super common tone woods in Martin's repertoire. They've made stuff with them before, but not a terrible lot of different guitars with them. So I'm really excited to see that they are actually implementing a line of locally sourced tone woods. I think that's really important. And the reason being, mahogany and rosewood, they're resources that dwindle away just like anything else that we have. So if we use them all up now and we don't have any for the future, that would kind of suck. So I'm glad that they're learning to use different tone woods, and they're kind of copying Taylor in that, where Taylor took the tone woods they could readily get out of California, and they decided to make guitars based around them. That's kind of what Martin did here. A couple of the other specs that this guitar has is an LR Baggs Anthem pickup, which is awesome. That'll give you a nice, pretty good representation of what the guitar sounds like when you're plugged in. It has a 3-piece back, just like a D35, but with different woods. Like I said, it has the walnut in the center and it has the maple on the outsides. In addition to that, it's got wood binding on it, which is super cool to see on a US made Martin guitar. And the sunburst finish looks phenomenal. I really actually like this sunburst finish, and most of sunbursts on acoustic guitars I'm not a huge fan of. But this one seems to look really nice, so I'm excited about that. Now, before I get into who this guitar is actually going to be for, I'll hit that in my final thoughts at the end of the video. I want to talk about the controversy surrounding this guitar, which number one is the bracing. Now, the bracing you can see from these pictures has honeycomb looking, cutaways in the bracing that are, I believe CNC is what they said. And they're supposed to be weight reduction, which if you go watch the Driftwood Guitars video, I watched that last night after it came out, and maybe I'll leave it in the description below so that you guys can find it easier. But, they did not have high praise to say about the way Martin, cut holes in the bracing instead of actually scalloping it and shaping the soundboards to do what they're supposed to, which is to move and to create airflow so that we can hear them and hear all the glorious resonance of the wood. But I think it's a gimmick. I don't think it's really that good of an idea if you shape your bracing right. And that's my personal opinion. I'm not a guitar builder, so take that with a grain of salt. The second controversy around this guitar is why they put the walnut in the center on this guitar. My speculation is they were going for a similar effect as the D35, because if you play a rosewood GPC, so I used to have a rosewood GPC, the tone was fine, but it could be a little bit bright on the high end, a little bit low in the low end. And that's supposed to be rosewood's thing, is to have that mid-scooped EQ. Now, adding maple and walnut together in a pairing like a D35 has, my guess is they were going for a little bit more of a balanced tone instead of a scooped or, a raised tone. So that's my speculation. So I think it's actually a good idea to do a 3-piece back, but what do you guys think? Let me know. Now, the third point of controversy on this guitar is the price point. This seems to be the biggest one, is that it's $4,000. Now, that's a lot of money for a singer-songwriter and up-and-comer to shell out for a guitar. And I think the issue is They don't have a big enough fan base for this body type of guitar and for these tone woods yet to actually make this appealing to Martin fans. And a lot of Martin players don't even know that the GPC exists. Like it's not even on their radar. So they're not going to look for it. They're not going to be super interested in it because they already know what they want, which is a dreadnought or a triple O or an OM style guitar. And the SC Martin, which I think was the most important guitar Martin has made in over 100 years, that guitar appeals to the other fan base, which is, crossover from the country world or from the singer-songwriter world. Like, they're a really good singer-songwriter guitar. They're great for that. They're a great live performing guitar. And the other thing is that the price point is still low enough on the SC 10s and 13s that up-and-comer musicians can still buy a brand new Martin that's, still great quality, still sounds good, and looks unique. But I think this guitar missed that because it's too expensive. It's too expensive for up-and-comer artists who are just trying to make it, just trying to put every dollar they can into their next recording or into getting out on the road and touring or into, a new live setup so they can stream. Whatever it is, like, this is a really expensive guitar to drop that much money on. That's not going to yield you a different result than an SC13 or a GPCE 13 would. So now I want to give you guys my final thoughts on this guitar, and honestly, I'm not sure what to say for this, because every time I look at a guitar to, decide if I want to buy it or spend money on it or, even try it out in a store, I wonder what kind of music can I write on it and how will it perform if I play it live. And I don't really know with this kind of budget who this guitar is going to appeal to. I guess I could see it appealing to some people that play live a lot, and they're a big body guitar, so lots of projection. If you're just playing unplugged for like a youth group or like a campfire or something like that, I could see that working really well. But I'm not sure if this will appeal to the country singers yet. I'm not sure if it'll appeal to the acoustic pop players. Modern songwriters, I have no idea who wants this kind of guitar. Taking into consideration the looks, the pickup that's in it, and the construction of it, like, who is going to buy this guitar at this price point? Now, my critique for this guitar would actually be that I don't think Martin should have made this guitar in a GPC. So I think they should have made this guitar in an SC. I think the SC Inception would have been a great move for Martin, because these tone woods seem like they would work really well in the SC body style. The Anthem would be a great live pickup, and it would play great because the SCs play awesome. So I think Martin missed the mark there, but I hope to see this exact guitar built as an SC in the next couple of years. But overall, I'm really excited about the use of locally sourced tone woods and being made here in the United States. For me, I just think that's cool. That aligns really well with my values about how we need to be taking care of the resources that we have and not overusing one resource and dwindling it out until we have no other options. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about how cool this guitar looks. I think Martin's made a good step in their finishing process because that sunburst is unreal. It looks great. And overall, yeah, I'm just not excited about this guitar, but I'm excited about what this guitar could lead to in the future. So I know I didn't take a lot of definite stances in this video, but I want to know what you guys think about this guitar, about who it would work good for, and what you think Martin should do with these concepts going forward in the future. So with that, you guys have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys for the next video.